Hi, I'm Bob Schmidt with Home Remodel Workshop. So you decided you're going to go ahead and frame those basement walls in or put those walls down onto that concrete surface, and it comes time that you need to anchor that treated plate down to the concrete. There's a quick, simple way of doing that. I'll show you how to do it. Let's get to work. What this is called is a split drive concrete anchor. I like to use 3 inches long for anchoring 2x4s down to concrete. What it has are these little flutes that are pre-made into it, and this nail is hardened so that when this drives into that concrete, it just compresses it like no other. It wants to hold its form, and it holds awesome. Whenever working with hardened nails, they don't have a tendency to bend. They have more of a tendency to break off and split and shoot off like a little bullet. Always make sure you wear eye protection. You're also going to be using a hammer drill. It has a tendency to be loud, so you also got to make sure you protect your ears. You'll need a framing hammer and just a simple drill with a 1/4 inch wood bit. Once you have your line down where you know where you're going to want that wall to go, I like putting these anchors about every 2 foot on center roughly, except for obviously in the doorway openings if you're going to cut that plate out later. I take my 1/4 inch bit, and somewhere toward the center of the hole or the center of the wall plate, I like to drill that hole with this 1/4 inch bit first. Once you have your 1/4 inch holes drilled with your wood bit through your wood plate, making sure that you put on your eye and your ear protection, what I like to do is take a hammer drill with a concrete bit for a 3 inch split drive. I always like to drill my hole a 1/2 inch deeper than my split drive. That way if there's any dust or debris in the hole, this still has plenty of room so it doesn't bottom out before it hits the top. So I put this piece of tape on here as a stop. Now you take this 1/4 inch hole here where you drilled with the wood bit. You make sure you move this over to the line. Make sure it's exactly where you want. And you drill right through the plate into the concrete until you get down to that tape. Now, once I'm sure I'm down to that tape, I like to plunge the bit in and out to try to clear out some of the dust out of the hole. Then I go ahead and I wipe that excess dust away so that it's not clogging up the hole later on. Simply, tap your split drive into the hole, get it down through the plate, and you can feel when it hits the concrete. It'll line itself right back up with where it was. Get your hand out of the way. Making sure your eye protection is on. And go ahead and drive that split drive down. Now, if you drive that split drive down till it's just a little bit below the surface, let's say when you come through here and you're putting your wall studs in, unlike other anchors, you can put your wall stud up right over top of that split drive and it's not going to be in the way. Just to show you an example of how well these hold, make sure you put these on the line and in the right place before you drive them in. I'm going to go ahead and try to pull this plate up. Say I made a mistake. Drive in under that plate with my ripping bar. Lift it up. And as you can see, the plate may give up, but the anchor doesn't. Now if I put a pry bar on this or whatever and try to pull this up, I'm probably going to blow out a big chunk of concrete. So to make sure that I don't have that happen, again wearing your safety glasses, safety protection, tap the split drive side to side like this, and because it's a hardened nail, it'll have a tendency to want to break versus bend. So after you tap it side to side a few times, it will break off. So there you go, the split drive. Pretty much a way of assuring that your wall plate stays anchored down to that concrete exactly where you want it. I'm Bob Schmidt with Home Remodel Workshop. If you like this tip, please subscribe. If not, check out our home channel. We have many other videos there. Thanks.